Welcome back to WeatherBug here on this Wednesday. Meteorologist Todd Nelson with a look at that national coast-to-coast forecast. Severe weather and snow still topping our weather headlines. By tomorrow and the end of the week here, it'll be cold air pushing back into the nation, the lower 48. But more record highs out there from San Antonio to the Central Plains. Kansas City also dealing with more record highs, and this kind of set the stage for the severe weather along the leading edge of a pretty potent cold front. Not terribly cold here, back to near average readings yesterday in a few spots, but we have some much colder air sliding south along the front range of the Canadian Rockies and now starting to spill into the lower 48 today. So yesterday in the eastern half of the country, 15 to almost 30 degrees above average. Today, that warmer air gets squashed a little bit along the eastern seaboard, along that cold front, and then here comes that colder air. So sub-zero readings, or at least below average readings, now starting to show up that way. Well, it is a very active day. Again, we have weather headlines from the eastern seaboard all the way to the west, and they range from wintry type headlines to red flag warnings. That's including some high fire danger threat wind all the way up and down the eastern seaboard, and then a bunch of severe weather reports from earlier today, including some tornado watches, tornado warnings. And this is a look at the wintry weather headlines, which include the Central Plains all the way into the UP Michigan. We also have some wind chill advisories that have been set up, and even wind chill warnings from Thursday night and into early Friday morning. Snowfall amounts in these areas where the newly developed winter storm has shown up there. We could have isolated pockets of 3 to 6+ inches, maybe 5 to 8 inches for northeastern Iowa into Wisconsin. Snowfall fairly light now for the high plains and I should say for the northern Rockies, but there could be a few isolated spots in the mountains that get close to maybe a foot or greater. There's that snow taking place from earlier today, and then the leading edge of that cold front helping to touch off severe weather. In fact, a number of reports, and these reports will continue to come on in from, say, the central and southern plains all the way to the eastern seaboard, and a number of those being wind damage reports with embedded areas of potential tornadoes. Fortunately, we are getting word of one fatality from earlier this morning out near Nashville. So additional heavy precip amounts are going to be found along that front, maybe isolated 1 to 2+ inches. And there is that storm system looking very mature here today, and it will continue to push off to the east with severe threats now taking place all the way to the I-95 corridor and the eastern seaboard through the evening hours. And then the big story will be that colder air as that settles into the lower 48 through the end of the week, with temperatures starting to crash in the upper Mississippi Valley today.